Business communication on the global sector. Good afternoon, my name is Daniel Businger, studying communications with a minor in News and Information Studies at KU. Today I'll be talking about communication in presentations and meetings throughout the global platform. This happens to be the most important way businessmen and women communicate throughout the global sector to benefit them and their companies every day. Some do goods and don'ts about business presentation on the global platform. Some do's is research about countries' traditions before you travel abroad. If you're going to meet with them, please bring a gift or bring some wine. Some don'ts: don't be rude about people's culture, and if it isn't something that you're accustomed to, suck it up. Other countries' business customs are: in France, be ready to apologize. If you don't speak French, the French want you to apologize for not knowing their language. Make sure you show up to a French business dinner with an empty stomach, because the French want to make sure that you are well fed. In Germany, be very straightforward. They don't care for filler words, they just want you to get to the point. In China, have a gift ready. When my father was traveling throughout China and working with businesses and companies throughout that region of the world, his assistant offered to give a gift to the company that he was working for, and they did not accept it, which is normal. On the third time he tried to give the gift, they accepted it. In Brazil, they love body contact. Personal space isn't a thing. Instead of a handshake, they'll give you a hug, and their business style, I think, is very avant-garde. A preconceived notion that people have about Americans are that we're very ignorant and do not accept we do not accept people's cultures, and that is something a lot of people struggle with when it comes to other people's cultures with traveling abroad. I think pace of talking is one of the main things that we have to know when we travel abroad and have effective business communication in the global sphere. Make sure that you have a rather controlled and understandable pace of talking. This is a good idea because if translators are needed, or if the audience has a hard time understanding, the translator will need to have time to translate. Some substance. To conclude, be open-minded. Don't think that the United States business culture is the culture that the rest of the world follows. Don't be ignorant about someone else's culture's functions and the types of traditions that they do. Remember the do's and don'ts and some of those customs that you might read about and might make it or break it for your company when it comes to business deals. If you don't like the tradition, or you think it's gross, suck it up and do it. Don't talk fast, and thank you for listening to my talk about communication and presentations and meetings throughout the global platform.